Hello and welcome to EverQuest Next LandMark. This game was just released in closed alpha test, and me, being the huge EverQuest fan and huge Minecraft fan, I just had to take it. I had to participate and I had to test it and, of course, record the video and show it to you guys. So, mind you, it is not the initial experience. Not exactly after the character creation, because the first minutes, or should I say hours, were still under non-disclosure agreement and I cannot share them with you, unfortunately. But now the non-disclosure agreement is gone and I can freely share all my videos and all my adventures in this beautiful new world. Please bear in mind that this game is still in very early alpha and there are still many bugs and a lot of things will change in the future. For example, when I started, I placed this claim, basically claiming this area of land for myself and being able to build there so nobody can mine stuff in my claim and nobody can destroy my buildings. But later on, there was a server issue and all claims were basically reset to their original state. So everything I built, there was a nice little cave here, is now gone. But everything I actually mined already and everything I created and crafted, for example this pickaxe here, not this one, oh. Damn it! This one and this one are actually available. So, what can we do in EverQuest Next LandMark? In essence, this game is about building stuff. We can mine resources, we can later use those resources to build different things. For example, let's find something around here. Let's say this, I think it's iron. Yes, it's iron ore. And let's mine it. Now, we have it in our inventory, here somewhere. Here it is. I actually have almost 3,000 of it. Don't be alarmed at huge numbers because they actually each one unit represents one tiny pixel on a screen and you use a lot of this and they also gathered at very fast pace. What we can do is we can use this iron as one thing to place it in the world. And we have a lot of different styles which we can use. Let's say this. And for that we have special tools. We have add tool, remove tool, and heal tool. So, okay, it looks like we cannot actually place the iron itself, but that doesn't matter. Let's choose something different. Let's choose, let's say stone. And we have, here we have different tiles. So, let's choose the stone, let's choose the add tool, and here is our little add tool. We can use it to place items around, like that. We can change the size of the item we place. And as you can see, because it is still an early alpha, there are some issues with placing things in the world. They just don't want sometimes to be placed where you want them to. Then, if we want to remove items, we just do it like that. Also, we can change the size of our tool and remove little tiny pieces. For example, in this chessboard pattern. As you can imagine, having ability to do so and to change practically any part of the world is allowing for a lot of creative freedom, and this will basically let the players shape the whole world as they see fit. Okay, not the whole world, because we can't place landmarks everywhere. There are specific buffer zones between landmarks, but I assume that in future we will be able to place bigger landmarks and maybe even place huge cities, which we will be able to use with other players and build at them. Here I made a little mistake, so fix it. So what I have to do now is I have to excavate my cave a little bit, because I had another workstation in there, and that was a saw table or sewing table. Basically the station for crafting different wood things, and I needed to literally advance. To create a faster and better pickaxe, I need to reprocess the wood I have, and that requires these crafting stations. So I will excavate a little bit until I find it, and I'll get back to you when it's done. Alright, we are almost ready. So we excavated our little table with a big disc saw, and we can use this now to do the following. If you click it, there is this crafting window, and we can reprocess our resources. So let's reprocess our burled wood into burled wood planks. Here we go, and it's done. Also, we can create different kinds of props in this crafting table. For example, we can create barrels, chairs, tables, and all kinds of things, including doors, torches, buckets, and so on. Sorry about this little pause, my microphone doesn't want to cooperate. Okay, what we can do now with all this stuff we have. So, we have iron ore, we have wooden planks, have all the kinds of resources. So we can try and create a better pickaxe. And as you can see, there are definitely some bugs in the interface which are, well, they are there, but we can think that they're not there. Actually, we can't think that they're not there, but we can forgive the developers because it is an alpha version. Bugs are to be expected. And as we can see, for the better pickaxe we need reprocess some more wood and get iron ingots. Iron ingots are done the same way as the wooden planks, just in the forge. So let me get the proper amount of wooden planks. 25, 30. Let's craft them. And as you can see, it takes a little bit more time. So you can choose any amount of the items to craft if you have resources. And each item will take some predefined amount of time. And if you choose more, it just adds up. Simple. I kind of hope that this will change a little bit in the future. And we will be more involved in the crafting process and not just clicking the button and waiting for the result. Okay, we have our wooden planks. We have the aquamarine stones, which I mined earlier. We have elemental iron, which is basically the rare form of iron. And all we need is these iron ingots. And we needed 15 of them, if I'm not mistaken. So let's craft it. One more thing we can craft, and which we should craft when we have enough materials, is building tools. Building tools allow us much better control over what we are doing. For example, there is this selection tool, and it basically allows to select an area of a landmark or claim, and then either copy it or somehow edit it. I think it is done with kind of corners and anchor points, so to say, more or less like in any 3D editing program or Photoshop or any kind of this editing software. So we have everything we need for the iron pick, right? We have wood, we have aquamarine, we have iron, we have everything. Let's craft it. And here we are with our new pickaxe. Now let's just find it, and we got a dull iron pick. Yes, there are ways to create better or worse items. So it is currently very random, and it is not guaranteed that your next pick will mine faster than the previous one. But to mine better resources, we need to create better pickaxe. So for example, my bronze pickaxe is very good, but it can only mine up to tier 2 materials. It can mine iron, but it cannot mine silver, and I can demonstrate it for you. Here we have an iron vein. Let's start mining it. And usually iron veins are accompanied by silver. Just below the iron there will be a little bit of silver. Let's mine it and find out. And as you can see, as we mine, we actually change the landscape. And we change it not just by tiny little cubes. It is moved out and looks like actual work of a mining pick. Well, not 100%, but awfully close. We're also getting various extra materials like these essences of earth and elemental iron and coal. So far I have no idea what most of it is used for, but hopefully it got some purpose. Okay, it looks like there was no silver here. Well, let's go to the next iron vein. And as you can imagine, the amount of resources currently available on the ground is here because we are in alpha test and not everything is done. In future, to get better resources, we would have to mine and go deep into the ground. Right now, this is not really possible. Well, it is possible, but there is nothing there. Later on, there will be all underground biomes with different kinds of caves and maybe even secret dungeons, which we have to explore for their riches. Okay, so we are going pretty good. Mining iron ore. And I'm once again going to cut a video here, or maybe not even cut, just speed it up, and I'll see when I find the silver node on which I can demonstrate the difference between pickaxes. Alright, welcome back. Here we found our first silver node. As you can see, you cannot harvest that, the resource rating of your current tool is too low. And we can check that's very simple. There is our pickaxe somewhere. It's kinda hard to navigate the current menus. Must be in our... Oh, it is on our character. Yes, it is on our character. So here is our bronze pickaxe. It has different properties like size, damage, speed. I'm not 100% sure which of these ratings does what. Apparently size is the amount of material mined per swing. Damage is no idea, speed is just the speed of the mining. And it has a resource rating of 3. And here we have our dull iron pickaxe. It has lower size, lower speed and lower damage, but it has the resource rating of 4. Allows the mining of silver, topaz, metals and gems of low resource rating. So let's try it out. Let's switch to another pickaxe. It is definitely slow. Very, very, very slow. But we are getting our silver. So, at first I thought that as soon as I'm going to upgrade to the new pickaxe, I'm going to throw away the previous one and forget it ever existed. But now I think that it is not a good idea. The best would be to keep the older pickaxe until we craft the better one, which actually has better stats like speed, and use the old one for mining of other basic materials. Alright, so I think at the moment my main goal should be to get as much of the resources as I can and get myself a better instruments, as good of instruments as I can manage, to make sure that I can advance a little bit faster. So I'm going to mine off camera and I will, well, probably see you when I'm done. I will mine a little bit off camera and I will see you when I have a bit more resources, which I can show to you and get a new instrument. Another possibility would be to build a little bit, because we currently have virtually no home, and yeah, it would be nice to have some resemblance of a home. And we can actually do that right now. Decisions. Let's actually go for a little bit of both. I'm going to do a little bit of mining right now. Oh, and there is a resource which even my iron pickaxe cannot take. If I'm going to see any kind of interesting resource vein around here in the vicinity, I'm going to try to grab it. But if I'm not going to see that, I'm going to go for building. The first idea would be to re-excavate my cave. Okay, that's an lower tier resource, so we can switch to our better pickaxe, faster pickaxe. So yes, I'm going to do a little bit of re-excavation. Hopefully I still remember how my cave looked like. It's not like it's been a long time, but... And then we'll see how it goes. Alright. So let's begin. First thing we're going to say is that this was our ground level. Definitely. That means that this should go away. Right? That. Also, there were a couple of torches around the edges, but I'm not sure if they actually were preserved or not. Let's hope they are. Create a little bit bigger tool. Ow. No, that's okay. I think that torches went poof. Unless they are somewhere in here. Nope, not in here. Okay, let's continue the excavation. I will excavate the room and I will see you when I'm done. And here is the perfect opportunity to show how the heal tool works. What it does, it is changing the current world to what it was before we touched it. And apparently it does not want to work. So let's try to drag it on the hotbar again. Nope. Strange. Strange indeed. Well, I'm going to try to find out what happens. And again, I'll see when I get something. Unfortunately, at this point, the game crashed. And at the moment, I'm not sure I'll be able to log in within next couple of hours, as currently there are huge queues to log into the server. The crash is of course unfortunate, but inevitable part of alpha testing process. But to give credit to developers, the game only crashed once in today's session. To give more credits to developers, there were almost no crashes of the servers during the whole alpha testing process. although it was kinda short for now. There were games which crashed more after they were released. All in all, I find the LandMark a very, very satisfying experience so far. Even considering that there are not too many things to do in the world right now. There is a great potential and a great future for that game. I'm definitely looking forward to any updates and changes which will definitely happen in near future, and I will definitely make videos about all of them. But for now, thank you all for watching. Remember to like, dislike and comment this video in the section below. My name is Darlock, and I will see you all next time.